who the killer is, the world that Homi sir invites you into, the world that Dinu sir is presenting to you.
मैं अभी बता देता हूँ कि इस साल की सबसे ज़्यादा पसंद की जाने वाली फिल्म होने वाली है ये।
प्रो बोनो केस लड़ता है, फ्री में वकालत करता है और उसका कहीं दिल टूटा है।
So when I heard the script, the first reaction was like, oh my God, I have to be a part of this fantastically unusual film.
Dimple, who was my childhood crush, जब बॉबी बन रही थी हम बहुत बहुत छोटे थे.
I think it's the perfect, next partnership with Netflix because I feel, the world of the club culture actually, how the film happened, we should start with. Anuja isn't here. She wrote a really, really amazing book. Sharda sitting right there got it, converted with Ghazal, and Supro into a beautiful script. And then Homi happened to read the script and say that it's not nice at all, like he does every time when he reads any film. And then maybe on second reading, the coin drops with him and he's saying it's not that bad. It's happened to most of the films that I've worked. So I think what's special about Murder Mubarak was Anuja's book, this tremendous cast, Netflix being the ultimate destination, and Homi Adajania, who's I think probably the best murder mystery teller. He's only done one, but I remember when, the end of Being Cyrus, nobody could predict. So I think, like this entire event's about who the murderer is, looking at all these wonderful actors. Now, I actually think it's Pankaj Tripathi, and he's just like confusing everybody. So I feel, there have been, murder mysteries have been very, very successful on Netflix. There haven't been that many from India. So this marks its first. The film has a very, very eclectic pseudo world represented by these amazing actors, and Pankaj ji is like all our vision. He comes from the outside, and it's got haves versus have-nots. It's got right versus wrong, and it actually there's not been a combination of a murder mystery and comedy together before, and I think that is the strength of this film. So hopefully, Ruchika, no pressure. Let's not mess this up.
No, well, I didn't write the script, so I didn't visualize the characters. But when I got the script and we had our characters in place, yes, well, most of them. And then some of them, I actually, in fact, Lolo was my big surprise because I just totally forgotten. I've known her since we've been like we were in school together, but and I remember suddenly when someone mentioned her name and I said, shh, I couldn't believe I had not thought about it. And she was absolutely sporting enough, came over and immediately agreed and just said, let's have a blast with it. That's it. And yeah, I mean, I have nothing else to say.
No, but how did you think
That's
of?
where it stops.
Let me ask you. You didn't think of Vijay at all. He's sitting
Just
right next to you.
how hard is it to say that, yeah, I wanted these actors?
I did want most of them. No, I'll tell you very honestly, I was extremely excited to work with Pankaj. I love him. I love his work. And for me, I make films for probably all the wrong reasons. But one very important reason is to have a fantastic life experience and create a great memory of it. And my takeaway from that was, all of them, but really Pankaj for me he's better than an actor. He's just a gem of a human being. And for me, taking that home made me better for it. Yeah.
I think the pressure that you've put on us with the success of Chor and Mimi and even Dasvi, actually, when we decided that we're going to tell the story together, we knew it had to be star-studded. We needed to be an ambitious ensemble. And I think each one here, from Tisca, Sara, Karisma, Sanjay, Vijay, Pankaj, Sohail, and even Dimple ma'am, who's not here, I think each one brings such incredible energy and talent to the film that we at Netflix are just glad that we get to tell the most ambitious thriller story, the most ambitious whodunit, with a lot of Homi Adajania humor and madness. So we can't wait for the world to see this.
नमस्ते आप सबको, थैंक यू आप लोग आए. उम्मीद है आप लोगों को हमारा ट्रेलर अच्छा लगा होगा. और I just feel honestly privileged and thankful and grateful for the opportunity to work with Homi sir in this film. I think that it's such a new kind of film. मैंने इस genre में काम नहीं किया है पहले और मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा मज़ा आया, पता है, काम करके काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिला काम के बारे में, काम के अलावा भी, और इतने दिग्गज कलाकारों के साथ काम करके बस बहुत अच्छा लगा. तो आई थिंक ग्रैटिट्यूड इज़ द आंसर टू योर क्वेश्चन. एंड व्हाट्स एक्साइटिंग अबाउट आवर फिल्म is मुझे लगता है that of course you know in any typical who done it like you shouldn't be able to guess who the killer is, and that goes without saying, but उसके अलावा भी you know the process of finding out who the killer is, the world that Homi sir invites you into, the world that Dinu sir is presenting to you is just so wholesome, so funny, so interesting. It's such a new take कि मुझे लगता है इस दुनिया में बस सफ़र करना मज़ेदार होगा. उम्मीद तो यही है.
बहुत अच्छा है तालमेल. रब ने बनाया मुझे तेरे लिए, नेटफ्लिक्स के लिए नहीं. अच्छा है. ओटीटी ने दुनिया बड़ी कर दी है. अब कुछ हर अभिनेता के पास अच्छे मौके हैं, अच्छी कहानियां हैं, तो बढ़िया तालमेल है, बहुत अच्छा है. वो लूडो हो, गुंजन सक्सेना हो, और भी बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं वहाँ पे. लोग काफ़ी देखते हैं, पसंद करते हैं. ये भी करेंगे. मैं अभी ही बता देता हूँ कि इस साल की सबसे ज़्यादा पसंद की जाने वाली फिल्म होने वाली है ये.
It was a little bit of a break from the bad guys that I've played. I would like to say that because although ये mystery है तो मैं पूरा reveal नहीं करूँगा. But आकाश डोगरा इज़ अ लॉयर, प्रो बोनो केस लड़ता है, फ्री में वकालत करता है, और उसका कहीं दिल टूटा है कहीं, तो अभी इतना ही पता है. और ये दिल्ली का जो क्लब है, he has a kind of a love-hate relationship with this club, and he wants to run away from it. So this is what I can tell right now.
पंकज जी.
मुझे क्लब से याद आया. बहुत कमाल, विचित्र सी जगह है, अद्भुत जगह है. फिल्म देखेंगे तो पता चलेगा.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Firstly, trailer कैसा लगा? Genuinely. Okay, great. I think that's what the entire cast wants to hear. So I think, yes, as you all know, I'm very selective about what I do. So when Homi called me, and Homi is an old dear friend of mine, we went to school together, we've grown up together, and of course he's such a fantastic, quirky guy and maker.
But he forgot about you.
Yeah. So when I heard the script, the first reaction was like, oh my God, I have to be a part of this fantastically unusual film. So yes, I think you'll get to see a very different me in Shehnaz Nurani, and lots to expect. And I hope you all really enjoy the film as much as the trailer.
We look forward to the different avatar of yours and wishing you the best. Thank
And
you.
of course, I have to add this absolutely stellar, fantastic cast. It was a pleasure to work with everyone. From Dinu to Netflix to all these amazing actors. We had a blast and cherished memories, genuinely.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Exactly जैसे आप बोल रहे हो, ऐसा ensemble cast है. So when I got this opportunity, when Homi called me and narrated a part of the script and everything, when I heard about the cast, it's very rare कि आपको एक फिल्म में मौका मिलता है कि करिश्मा के अलावा मैंने किसी और के साथ पहले काम नहीं किया था. So I got the opportunity to work with Sara, Tisca, Sohail, Pankaj ji, Vijay, Dimple, who was my childhood crush. जब बॉबी बन रही थी, हम बहुत बहुत छोटे थे, राज अंकल के घर जाते थे, तो लगता था कि इतनी खूबसूरत कौन है, और अभी भी वो इतनी खूबसूरत है. Unfortunately, she's not here. So that was something very, very, very exciting. And to be part of this ensemble cast, and especially to be directed by Homi, was absolutely wonderful. And like you said, you took the names of all the things what I've done for Netflix. मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ, Netflix को बोलता रहता हूँ मुझे घर जमाई बना ले और घर पे ही रखे, काम करते रहूँगा मैं Netflix के लिए.
And you know, we were backstage and he's taught me.
और मेरे 20 रुपए याद रखना आप.
Sir, 40 हैं, इसलिए मैं कह रहा था, हुकुम.
नहीं, वो मेरे रोल का एक है, मैं जहाँ जाता हूँ
पैसे.
मेरा दिल बहुत बड़ा है, रणवजे का दिल बहुत बड़ा, 20-20 रुपए लोगों को बांटता रहता है वो.
इसलिए मैंने दिल के करीब अपने पास रखे हैं, अपने करीब रखे हैं.
थैंक यू. मिठाई बच्चों के लिए पर.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for crossing the ceiling for us, most of you. When I met Homi, he looked at me and he said, "Yeah, TC!" So I said, "Have I met him before?" I'd never met him before. And he just gave me this big hug, and I was like, I'm losing my memory, I'm using the phone too much. You know, मेरे को याद नहीं आ रहा है मैं इनको कहाँ मिली हूँ. But that's what it was like. You know, he has this way of making everything seem like easy, breezy. He let you do your own thing, very improvisational. Roshni Batra, I've never done a comedy to this level. And for me, that was really joyous. सबने मेरे को बहुत दुखियारी माताओं के रोल में देखा है और you know तुझे सब है पता है ना माँ etc etc. But so to see and to be this person who could you know do these bizarre things. And the thing with Homi is he doesn't say, you know, you as an actor आप अपना shot देते हैं and then you look at him कि you know everybody looks at the director बहुत उम्मीद से कि कैसा किया मैंने, how was I, and he'd say, yeah, I can't say the word for it, but you know he would just say क्या तूने, and I would be like, you know, only Homi can say these things to you. It's hilarious. He's hilarious. And two other things to add to this. I've been a fan of the work that Maddock has been doing. I got my eye on them. And they were just the most fantastic producers. So enabling, so comforting. They had our back. We were there for a long 3 or 4 schedules in Delhi when we were shooting. They made it so comfortable. Thank you for that. And I'm finally on Netflix. So ta-dum!
100%. मतलब जहाँ से मैं आता हूँ वहाँ की कहानी होगी. और मेरे घर के बहुत पास था जहाँ पे हम लोग शूट कर रहे थे, तो उस एरिया में मैं बड़ा हूँ और ऐसे किरदार मैंने बहुत देखे हैं, तो थोड़ी आसानी हो जाती है, तो सही है.
थोड़ा अपने कैरेक्टर के बारे में हम बताएंगे प्लीज.
तो यश बत्रा नाम है. वो लोग उसको गलत समझते हैं, भोला सा आदमी है, कभी कभी ड्रग्स कर लेता है. तो लोग गलत समझते हैं बेचारे को. कई बार ऐसा होता है सचिन, कई चीज़ें जैसी दिखती हैं वैसी होती नहीं, पर कई बार जैसी दिखती हैं वैसी होती हैं. ये जानने के लिए आपको फिल्म देखनी पड़ेगी.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.